yesterday. Today a little nice. Today there's a season opener for drift practice at Jackson Speedway. So home today, so I said let me take a little drive, head on over and spend the day at the track. It's not a big track, it's a small track, and they usually have some events, but today's a practice day. It's supposed to have about 100 cars practicing today, so we're going to check it out. Heading over there, we should be there shortly. Yeah, so we're just going to have some fun, relax, check out some drift machines and spend the day. So we'll see you soon. At this gas station here, forget to pick up a cooler, so got a cooler with some drinks inside it, a small bag of ice, so we'll be ready for the day. So we have a little tent, table, whatnot. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so we just get pit parking. So there's the track on the side there. I have a lineup of some cars right there. Alright, this is not actually the track, there's a second course over here, but I'm not using it. You could use it to practice, but as you can see, the road kinda not a road. Thank God rain it not falling. We got this guy right here, nice 86 coming around. So you get pit access. Usually you don't get pit access, so a lot of cars line up. Guys, we got the track here. As you can see, we reached late. Didn't really have no spot to set up. A lot of cars here right now, especially like that one right there. Yeah, all I get to do, I got a spot to set up my little tent, lawn chairs, get this excavator blocking my hair, but that's ways get for reaching late. So a lot of cars on the track. See how it goes. Looks like somebody's spun out. Looks like everyone took a break right now, so we're gonna take a walk, check out this car right here. It says 14 years, owned by a guy named I think Mike Steele. This is his drift car. Trailer setup, he's standing right over there. I think it's LS, I'm not sure. Pretty low, nice body kit, wide body. I saw him drive last year sometime. This is Mike. This is his S14. So you're gonna tell us a little bit about the S14.
Yep, it's my 97 S14. It's got a 5.3 out of a Chevy Avalanche in it. with just the BTR Stage 3 cam, making about 350.
Right.
Powered by a Holley ECU.
Ollie.
Other than that, it's pretty basic setup. Stock diff with a 4.6 gear from Nissan.
Right.
All the adjustable suspension from ISR.
Oh, ISR?
Yep, ISR suspension arms.
Yeah, what you got in front?
So we actually just switched to the WiseFab V3, so it's front rack
nice.
out of V46.
Okay.
So this is actually our first test day of the year with it.
Right, right.
So far, it's doing pretty good. Lock to lock, no binding, no funny stuff. So it's awesome.
How does it feel out on this track? I see this track.
It flows pretty well. You know, the track's smooth for the most part, so it's smooth.
So it's mostly like a second gear track, right?
Third on this. So I have a 4.6. So
oh, yeah. So you got
about 84 mile an hour.
Right, hopefully. Right. Yeah, that makes sense. 4.6.
The track's kind of dusty right now because it's the beginning of the year. There's been snow and everything on the track.
Right.
So we basically just tow in a little bit and then a little less tire pressure in the back.
Okay.
These are Accelera 351 GD tires, so 300 tri-wear, 265s. They hook up pretty good and they wear all the way down the course. We did probably 12 laps so far today, and I'm going back out for some more.
Okay. You usually only drive here, or you drive at other tracks?
We travel all over the Midwest. So this is just basically our closest practice track. I live about an hour and a half away from here.
Okay.
Other than that, we've been anywhere from New Jersey to Tennessee.
All right.
So now this is the first event of the year. Just dusting the cobwebs off, getting everything ready for our competition next weekend.
Right.
In Dayton, Ohio.
What's your fuel setup like?
So right now it's stock injectors, and then in the rear we got a radium fuel cell. It's rear mount rad, so everything imports basically in the back.
Okay.
In a safe spot, and then we basically only did that. The stock fuel tanks crack on these, so we switched to the fuel cell. So
yeah, I know. I have some
no leaky
experience
problems. Yeah.
Yeah. So aside from that, like, what type of do you use special coilovers for this setup?
Actually, these are brand new BC DS coils. We just threw them on yesterday, actually.
Okay.
So this is my first time with them. So far, they feel good on this track.
Okay.
Like I said, it's pretty flat, so it's hard to get a good read on what they're going to do when the tracks get rough.
Right. Okay.
But so far, it's basically just a bolt-on kit everywhere around, except for having the WiseFab up front. Now we have to do some fab for that.
Right. So is it different with the WiseFab compared to what you had before?
Yeah. So I had just stock cut knuckles before.
Yeah, so that could be troublesome sometimes.
Yeah, so with the way I had the rack relocated, it was smooth, but I didn't have much angle. So when you're really trying to huck it, you basically have to your lock, and that's it. With WiseFab, you've got way more to save yourself. You don't need to be at full lock all the time, but it's there if you need it, so you can really push the car hard.
Okay, all right. So do you have a team you drive with, or
all our buddies we're called Bobby's crew, so that's another one of my buddies there, Josh.
Okay.
We're kind of all spread out around the Midwest. Me and him
is this the car with the EcoBoost?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Their shop. Right here in Jackson, Genford, so they specialize in EcoBoost slides.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks so much.
Yep, no problem.
Alright guys, so that was Mike Steele, but I don't know, I did a small interview with him, but it got pretty noisy. Everybody was on the track, so I'll step with the interview in. I don't know if you're gonna hear it, but we'll see. We're gonna check out this next car. Jim Sport.
What's up, man? What's up, dude?
Nice. Lexus. what these guys are up to. Fox body Mustang. Miata, whatever. Yo, what's this? Oh shit. Nice Corvette. looks like they changed the layout before they were starting right up here and making a loop and returning. But now it looks like they push the start line way back. So now you can get a longer run up and you make 2 laps and then you exit. This truck is like pretty small, so you don't need a whole lot of power, but you still need a little bit. This Lexus is nice. This tow truck is blocking. I guess the better view is from across the track. I just don't want to walk across. Yellow Miata. Yellow flag, somebody spun out. Yo, this little Miata. Look like it have almost no power. Now he just gotta shift the momentum just to get going. We're doing a good job. You're driving the hell out of that thing. The other one is yo. This thing look like I wanna roll. Just shifting the weight to get to go. That happens sometimes. He spun, so the Corvette gotta stop. And these guys gotta stop. There was a silver 240 S13, a real nice sounding SR20. I'm waiting for that one to come back out. Shit. Things sound nice. I didn't see that S40 before. It's so nice. Sound like either a GZ or a RB in there. Gotta go check it out. Might be a GZ. These guys made contact. But I don't know, they shouldn't come out of the car. Tow truck going in. Track cleanup. Yeah, so they had 3 guys doing like train for them, but 2 of them made contact. So now the tow truck gotta go pull them out. But all that in it, that's part of it. At least now we can get a better view of the track. So you got cars all the way back there, all the way around. This thing moving. We shut it down. This has a SR in it. lot of cars line up here to ready to go. So we're just gonna enjoy it, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video pretty soon.